Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different on my channel. We're actually going to be comparing two different products. And this video actually is coming at a good time considering I uploaded my drugstore favorites video a couple weeks ago. And in that video, I mentioned that I didn't really have a drugstore favorite for a pressed all over face powder because I hadn't really come across one that really stood out to me. And lo and behold, after filming that video, there were a couple new releases, or at least new to me, releases from some drugstore brands that caught my eye. The two that we're gonna be talking about today, or that we're gonna be battling it out today, is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop mattifying powder and the Moira Cosmetics Lavish Pressed Finishing Powder. I actually do have both of these powders on right now. I've had it on for maybe about a half hour or so, and I have been using the NYX pressed powder for maybe about a week or two at this point, and the Moira Cosmetics, today is the first day that I have used it. I've been saving it for this video. So we'll get to my thoughts on both of these powders in a second. Before we get into that, I would say I have a combination skin that leans more oily, especially in the T-zone, but I don't generally go for super mattifying products. I feel like that doesn't look as natural on me, and I just don't like the overall feel of a lot of mattifying products that just suck the life out of your, suck the moisture out of your face. So I can't speak to how these two powders would work on a dry complexion or a more normal to dry complexion, so keep that in mind. Let's get into it, starting off with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop mattifying powder. The NYX powder is $8 and it is available at Target, Ulta, the NYX website, anywhere that NYX is sold, you can find this powder. It comes in 12 different shades, and I have mine in the shade medium. So that is the shade on the inside, again, medium, and my skin tone is more of a light medium skin tone with warm undertones. It is a vegan and cruelty-free powder, and I'm just looking here at my notes. It gives you sheer coverage, mattifying smooth, no transfer, no smudge, and non-drying cakey or ashy. And I have to say that is pretty spot on. I don't feel this powder makes my face look cakey or ashy. I don't feel it to suck the moisture out of my face as with other mattifying products. So it's a pretty accurate description in my opinion. Moira Cosmetics pressed powder can be purchased on their website. This isn't available in any drugstores, that at least that I've seen, but it does have drugstore pricing. This guy is $9, so $1 more than the NYX powder. Also vegan and cruelty free. Comes in 6 shades, so not as much variety as the NYX powder. Per the Moira website, it's meant to reduce appearances of pores, fine lines, no flashback, control excess oil, and does not clog pores. And so I feel like they're very comparable. I forgot to mention, in the Moira powder, I also have the shade medium. So I'll show you right there. That is the shade medium in the Moira powder. And let me put them side by side for you because I feel like there is a difference in the two. So we've got the NYX Cosmetics right here and Moira right here. I'm hoping it comes off on camera, but you can see the Moira, I feel, has a more of a pinky undertone versus the NYX has more of a slightly warm and neutral undertone. Let's go ahead and do some swatches. So I'm gonna go into the NYX powder, and you can see it right there. You can see it's not very opaque. It is meant to be a sheer powder. And the Moira powder, you can see them side by side. So we've got the Moira powder right here and the NYX powder. I think you can see the difference in that undertone a lot more, with the Moira powder being a bit more pink versus the NYX being a bit more neutral. You can also see that the Moira powder seems to be a bit more opaque versus the NYX powder. I'm gonna swatch it here on the back of my hand. I do have a bunch of like sparkly stuff on my hand that wouldn't come off from another video that I was filming, so let's hope that doesn't affect the swatch. So we've got the swatches right there. Again, you can definitely tell the NYX powder is more of a neutral warm tone. Sorry if I sound like a broken record compared to the Moira shade. Even though they're both in the shade medium, there is definitely a difference there. So if you have a more cooler undertone, you may want to take a look at the Moira versus the NYX powder. I'm not sure if all of the NYX shades have a more warm neutral undertone. This is just something that I noticed off the bat when looking at these two colors side by side. I'm gonna go ahead and insert a clip of the application of both of these setting powders, and then we'll come back and I will give you guys my final thoughts. And we're back. So I'm not sure if you guys could tell in that clip, during the application process, I didn't really notice a huge difference between the two sides, even though the undertones of the two powders are quite different in my opinion. I don't feel like I noticed a huge distinction between the two. But as of right now, and hopefully this is coming off on camera, I don't feel like either powder is like super mattifying. I didn't apply a whole lot of the powders either. So I mean, that could be a reason why. I generally don't, again, love that all matte flat face. Flat look. It's just not for me. I like a little bit of radiance or just a smidge of doing this to come through. And right now, looking at both sides, so this side is the NYX and this side is the Moira. And after I've applied all my other makeup on top, my powdered bronzer, blush, highlight, you know, did my eyes and everything. I will say between the two, the Moira side to me is looking a bit more smooth. And a bit more mattifying compared to the NYX side. Again, keep in mind, I have been using the NYX powder for about a week or so, a little bit more, and this is the first time that I've tried the Moira powder. So this is kind of a first impression for me on the Moira powder. I would say other than that, I don't notice a huge difference in the color or the shade on either side. They look exactly the same in my opinion. I am noticing a bit more oily buildup here around my nose on my right side compared to my left side. That's generally where I get the oiliest right here by my nose. And I have had this makeup on since I applied the powders for about an hour. Let's go ahead just, you know, to try it out. Let's take a bit more of that NYX pressed powder on the same brush that I used originally and apply it and see what we get. Okay, so you can see it significantly improved the look of that oiliness here by my nose without it looking cakey or ashy just like it advertised. And I didn't pick up a whole lot, so I am liking that. Let's go ahead and touch up this other side with the Moira powder. The brush I'm using for the Moira powder is a bit different. I'm using the Love Yourself LYS. I think this is their overall powder brush, so I'm just gonna dab in there, dab off, and this one I am gonna do the same in the same area just so we can get a comparison. Okay, so again, significantly improved the oils that I had coming through and mattified. I think between the two, honestly, if I had to say, and I'm looking at my mirror down here, the Moira side is looking more matte compared to the NYX side. Now, does that mean that I'm preferring the Moira side over the NYX? Not necessarily. I think it depends on what type of look you're going for and also how long you're planning on wearing your makeup. Unfortunately, today I'm not going to be able to do like a full wear test because I am filming a bit late in the day today. But if I had to pick a quote unquote winner as of right now, in terms of what it advertises to be a mattifying powder, I'm gonna have to go with the Moira Cosmetics powder. And I am even surprised saying that right now because I really have been loving the NYX powder overall, but when I'm comparing them or when I'm putting them to the test or battling them out up against each other, there is a difference. Well, I wasn't expecting that outcome, but here we are. I am going to be wearing this makeup for at least the next hour or two, just depending on how the rest of my day goes. So I will, if I can, I will try and film a check-in. And if not, I will leave in the description bar how they wore compared to each other to give you guys more details. Just to review, between the two powders, both have an affordable price range. The NYX Cosmetics $8, Moira $9. NYX Cosmetics 12 shades, so more variety. Moira Cosmetics 6 shades. And in terms of availability, the NYX Cosmetics is more readily available. You can find at most drugstores versus the Moira Cosmetics you have to purchase off of their website. So I guess that is it for now. Like I said, if I'm able to do a check-in, I will insert it right about now. But if not, we will be ending on that note. Thank you for spending some time out of your day with me. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, my name is Layla, and I'd love to see you stick around for more videos by hitting the subscribe button and liking this video. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys watching and interacting in the comment section below or liking the video. If you're interested in this eye look, stick around. This is coming in a separate video, which I'm not sure if it's going to be uploaded before or after this one, but stay tuned. I will either link it in the cards and or the description bar if it's already been uploaded by the time you guys see this video. And if not, it should be coming next week. Again, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Leave me a comment below letting me know what side, which powder you guys liked best. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.